Today we are going to learn about machine learning algorithm, one of the popular machine learning algorithm known as K-means clustering. So we should begin it with our website. For the theory part, you should visit our website, which is ai.herokuapp.com, or you can simply visit ai.tech domain. Both refers to the same website. So introduction, similar, we'll talk about clustering in K-means clustering algorithm. We will not dive into the whole theory part as we have given it in the website. So we should talk about the main and important topics which you should know about the K-means clustering, and which will help you to understand the code. So what is clustering? See, we have given a raw data to our K-means clustering algorithm. What it does, it find out that these some data points have similar patterns among them, whether it be color or size or anything other factors. So it clustered them out. So it found out that this data has two clusters, one of mangoes and another one of apples. So what are the types of clustering? There are three types of clustering basically, but we will only talk about exclusive clustering in this example. Why? Because K-means clustering is an exclusive clustering. So similar with the example we took here, we can see we got both clusters that were exclusive to each other, right? We cannot put mango in this cluster, we cannot put apple in mango cluster. So this is known as exclusive clustering. Okay, and there are other clustering which are overlapping and crackle. One is used in fuzzy algorithm, and this one is you can visit our website to know about these two has no relation with the k-means clustering. So working of coming to the working of k-means clustering, a step one would be, see, we have raw data set here. Okay, we have to find the number of k. At first, initially, k will determine the number of clusters we give. Okay, k is also the number of random points we have. So the random points which we will take, let us suppose we have taken k is equal to 3. So random points we will generate are 3. So these are the 3 random points which we generated in our dataset. Our step third would be determining the distance between each random points, these 3, to all other data points, and we will find out that the data points that are nearest to each random points are considered to the data point belonging to that cluster, right? See, the distance between this and this is less than the distance between this and this and this and this, right? So our this data point will belong to this random point or this cluster. Okay, so we have, so what are the real world example of k-means clustering? It is used in document clustering, hidden pattern recognition. We have seen it in our above example, that how it recognizes pattern, image segmentation, recommendation system, wireless sensor network. Okay, so now we should begin with the code part. Now it will now the theory which we have done till now is capable of making you understand the code part. Okay, to our code part. For code part, I have already opened my Jupyter notebook. Firstly, we are initializing our libraries NumPy and Matplotlib. NumPy is a Python library used for creating mathematical functions to help us in mathematical functions, and Matplotlib, it helps in visualizing the data. So we have generated data set in our next cell. We have taken two different distribution, mean 01 covariance 01 and mean 02 covariance 02. Distribution 1, np.random creates 500 data points on mean 01 and covariance 01, and distribution 2 generates random data points on random 500 data points on mean 02 and covariance 02. Now in the next in the next cell, we plotted the data with the help of matplotlib library. So in this distribution 1, For all rows we have taken 0th column. For all rows we have taken first column. The color of this distribution is red, and same goes with the other. The color of that distribution is green. So we can visualize the data points. So in total these are 1000 data points, distribution 1 plus distribution second. So in our data set, in our next cell, what we have done is we have taken the sum of both the data set and the columns. These are the rows, these are the rows, 0 as 0th, and this is the column. So the data set shape is 1000 rows and 2 columns. Now we have just divided our data set. Here we can generate the shape of both the distribution. Now what we have done, for k-means clustering, we need to we need clusters, and then we need to update center. So this code basically, this forms a cluster, and this this function this function updates the center. Why do we need to update the center? I'll show it when we will implement it. So in this next cell, we are taking k-means class, clustering class. We are calculating inertia, we are calculating centers, taking data set, taking clusters, taking k value. Okay, this is for running. And self.inertias.append, it will add the inertia, it will update the cluster, it will assign the closest cluster. So we have to define all these three functions. So here we are defining assign the closest cluster, we are assigning closest cluster with the help of it, calculating distances and all. Here we are updating cluster centers. I'll tell you why do we need it. We need it as we can see we can see here, like, see this cluster has the random point of centroid at the center of the cluster. So in order to create the centroid at the center of the cluster, we need to update our center, because initially it would be anywhere else. So we update it till it get to the right position, to the center of the cluster. So now moving on back. So we are calculating inertias, taking for inertias we are taking Euclidean distance. And what is Euclidean distance? It is nothing but Pythagoras theorem in 2D. So it is taking data points, observatory data points, and it is a sum of difference between the centroid we have taken initially and the data point which we are taking. So in this case we have taken k is equal to 5. So we will see 5. We have to see 5 clusters. We can always change this number, and this number is very we have to be very precise to get the accuracy, get the correct accuracy. And now what we are doing, we are initializing a k-means clustering algorithm with the help of this matplotlib. Then initial state of the cluster, the random points are here. How many random points we chose? Are k is equal to 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 5 k's are being described here in the data point. So now what we will do, we will plot it iteratively. We will do iterations, and we will plot them in different colors. So, and while plotting, what why we are iterating it over? To update the centers, update the cluster center or centroids. So when we are doing it, this 10 denotes the 10 iterations. You can always change it. Iteration should be, if you are seeing no change between the two iterations, you should stop at on that iteration point. So choose this number very precisely, or change it, play with it for some time, and get to know it. So in this sorry for in this iteration, we can see the clusters. 5 clusters have been formed, and these are just iterating over and over and over and over, and lastly we get this. So this is the clusters having similar data point. These are the clusters having similar data point. These are the similar clusters having similar data point. So what you can do is you can change the number of k's, you can change the number of iteration, and you can see the results. This is inertia versus iteration plot. This is nothing, this is just for fun. So what are the clusters? We can see the clusters in the matrix form. These are the clusters. These are the centroids. These are the centroids. K means dot centers. Now we can also imply it with use simply by using K means uh, by using sklearn. So scikit is nothing but a Python library to initialize these algorithms without from scratch. So we have taken labels, we have fitted our sk means library, and we have chosen number of clusters is equal to 5. So it will give us, when we will plot it, it will give us this type of data, which is very similar to what we achieved on our model from scratch. So that's it for the today's lesson. For more on machine learning or data structure and all, you should subscribe to our channel, and you should visit our website AI Point on two domains, aipoint.herokuapp.com and aipoint.tech. Thank you. That's it for the day.